Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's your boy, producer D here, back again this week with the boys. Man, we got lots to talk about, lots of candy talk. It was Easter, the Pope has died. And did you know you could go and get your own popcorn and M&Ms at the grocery store and eat them at home? New revelations this week. See y'all in later.
Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
You guys see the Pope died?
Yeah.
Yo.
I mean, unsurprising. He was in the hospital for like 2 months.
He was on American soil yesterday, wasn't he?
No.
Or was the vice president?
The vice president was there, unfortunately.
He was at the Vatican.
Oh,
yeah. Because
so
he did a couple words at the Easter service, right?
Yeah, he gave the people's blessing.
Vance?
No.
Oh, I was
Francis.
like, what the fuck? I was like, why?
No. What? That's insane.
Like, why are they letting JD
Why they let
speak
JD
in
do
public
the
anymore?
Easter service?
There's two things I
No,
got.
that's-
Listen, there's a lot of things wrong with the government, but like, why are they letting JD Vance speak in public? And why are they letting
Address
Pete
the
Hegseth
world?
text? Get that man off his phone.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
bad.
Yo,
Like,
it's
texted
so
his
crazy.
brother-in-law. He's like, "Hey, yeah, so we're gonna do some drone strikes." And he's like, "I think you have the wrong person." And he's like, "No."
You know, he
I
did
didn't text you.
He did fax and then this emoji.
Crazy. Have you guys seen the movie Conclave?
No, I heard it was good though. They want to
No, I watched it on the plane on the way home, and then like today I wake up to this news. I was like, what weird
Yo,
like,
Terry,
You put it in the atmosphere.
did you kill the Pope? Because
I
this
did
was
not.
one of the good ones.
Yeah.
It was the best in our
He was a
timeline,
progressive
in our
Pope
lifetime.
progressive. Yes.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I was like, oh, well, I just watched Conclave, and this is about to happen. But
How do they go about picking a new one?
It's
Conclave.
I mean, watch.
Conclave.
Yes, it's called Conclave. Yeah, it's
Really?
very political. So all the cardinals, right? Those are the I guess the voting base or whatever.
Yeah.
But they spend most of the last
Like
I don't know,
Mark
10, 15
McGuire?
years of their career. I know that reference.
The St.
Finally,
Louis Cardinals
sports-
get to pick the
Finally, a
Pope.
baseball reference I could get. I was like,
Dude,
oh, Mark
why does-
McGuire from the '90s.
Why would they let the St. Louis Cardinals pick the Pope? All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. So the Cardinals are like right a step below the Pope, right?
Yeah.
So
So,
it's
yeah.
very political. They literally like run and they do campaigns. They take people out to dinner and stuff. It's very
Whoa.
yeah. You have to
It's,
really
uh,
they're
yeah,
multi country as well. So there's
it's really interesting because there are the bishops that are elected into the conclave or chosen into the conclave are considered the council of bishops, council of cardinals, sorry, and they have to be under the age of 80 years old to be voting. And then also everyone who is in
So
the
old?
council of cardinals or who goes to the conclave can be voted to become the next pope.
Okay.
So it's not supposed to be political, and you're not supposed to like rally and like work the floor and try.
You're
to,
just supposed to
do
pick the best
something.
one, but it doesn't happen that way.
So
Yeah.
there's already front runners out right now because based on like global
Can you
influence,
bet on that?
what kind of impact they've had. It's actually really interesting. And like I was
are you
watching,
pulling
I
up
was reading-
FanDuel for the
I'm
Pope?
trying to. I want to
You're
see if there's.
crazy. Jerry's explaining. And you're like, yeah, I bet you this is on DraftKings and I can choose a new Pope.
I want to see if there's odds.
I think it's going to be
for
from
the
Brazil
Pope.
this time. What's
Is there- Can you bet
there
on
a
the odds
parlay?
for the new Pope? Like, who's the favorite for the
Well, they-
Pope right now?
Oh my God.
There's
they're
favorites for sure.
They'll match your bet up to $100.
Yo, Pope
definitely
James is plus
God.
500, dude. That's crazy money on that. I'm
So
putting my
get it.
house on Pope James. That is wild. Sorry, Terry.
Oh.
Totally cut you off there. That's on.
No, that's all good.
Is the answer yes, though? There's got to yes. This week's got to
I-
be huge for that.
I can't find anything right now.
Oh my God.
Will be, and I mean, this is the first time that this will be like this conclave is such a big deal because it's sort of sudden. Like Benedict stepped down,
Right.
and Pope Francis was elected pope in like 2 days. So like
Mm.
really, really quick, really simple. I think they all like thought he was the best choice at the time, and now it's kind of a big deal to see which direction now the Catholic Church will turn. Will it be another very progressive pope, or are we going to go back to like traditional Italian conservative views and we go backwards? So I think a lot of the millennial liberal Catholics are very excited to watch this play out, to see what happens, because it's a turning point. And if they pick a younger pope, we might not get another conclave for decades, right?
100%. Yeah, they last until they last.
So this is kind of like the turning point.
And it's all in
Pietro,
person, right? They literally don't leave until they have a new pope. And
Yeah,
then
so
there's
everybody, I
something
think they're
also
starting
about
to
the
make
smoke
their
colors,
journeys
right?
now. Yeah, so after they, just like the movie, actually, they write their name on a piece of paper, put it into this thing, and then they read them out loud, and then they're like bound together with a string, and then they're burned. The smoke burns black, there's no pope. Smoke burns white, they've chosen a pope. And that bishop has to get a cardinal. I keep saying bishop. That cardinal needs 2/3 majority to win.
Interesting.
What's it? So bishop, cardinal. What's the? I'm assuming bishop is below that, but what's the difference?
So a bishop is like, so there's archbishops of diocese. So like where I worked was the archdiocese of Joliet. There's archdiocese of Chicago and Rockford. Since Chicago is so large, there's auxiliary bishops, which run the entire diocese of Chicago since it's so large. Diocese of Joliet only has one bishop, which is like the pope of that diocese.
God.
And I use quotes as like, because it's the leader of that diocese. And a bishop has to be, so a bishop runs an entire diocese. They place priests at their parishes or their assignments and move them around. They come and do like special services and confirmations and baptisms, etc. And then cardinal, you have to be appointed by the Pope to be a cardinal.
Okay.
So like Chicago's big cardinal was Blaise Supich. He's like a big deal, very popular, pretty modern guy.
Blaise is his first name?
Blaise Supich, yeah, Cardinal Supich.
Blaise,
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get Uncle Blaise in that seat, bro.
He's kind of a cool dude. I've met him a couple times.
Craziest name I've ever heard.
He's pretty dope. I will say.
Big baby Blaise needs to be in that seat. I swear to God.
I didn't realize you could name someone Blaise. That's sick. Yeah. I'm looking up a bunch of famous Blaises.
But I mean, he's one of the popular picks to become pope. So we'll see.
Oh, is he an English speaking pope?
Yeah, he's an American.
Wow, American pope is crazy. So, I remember when Kayla and I were there.
Big deal.
We got to take the tour and stuff. But they all get to add some sort of art into the Vatican. You know, it's essentially a giant art museum too. But a lot of them are like these giant murals, like 50-foot, 100-foot murals that back in the day would be kind of like the main story arc of what they accomplished during their career. So like career highlight, painted up on the wall. People come visit years later. They can see like, oh yeah, this pope did that thing. And a lot of those murals are just straight up lies. And our tour guide was bilingual, and she kept saying the word propaganda over and over. And she's like, yeah, so here's an example of propaganda, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, are you using that word correctly? Because when we think propaganda, like that's pretty much like, you know, media propaganda. And she's like, no, that's what I'm saying. She's like, this pope, here's an example. If you look, he's quite young. He's like in his 20s. It's like he became the pope at like 75. And so like he didn't do anything of like this. All this was in the last 10 years of his life. Yeah. And so he wanted to be drawn like hot. So they're like, draw me when I'm young. And there's one dude, his jawline was so sharp. And it's him like lifting up the people and giving out like bags of money. And they're like, yeah, he didn't do that. He famously stole money. And he was ousted, but he got the mural done. And so it's like this wild kind of, you know,
he checks
weird
the
historical
balances.
record. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's why people love Francis so much, because he was very
Mhm.
humble and very like of the people and very, So well, yeah, I think it's an
very
interesting,
like
it's an interesting time.
anti-Catholic, not anti-Catholic, but like very
Progressive.
different in terms of
Yeah.
Very
very
progressive.
progressive, which is so rare in that whole organization.
Do you guys
Yeah.
want to know the betting odds right now?
Is it real? Is it real?
What? How many
Swear.
how many candidates are we running?
Right now there's 5 that are
5
listed.
liters.
Yeah. Pietro Parolin is one of
Oh
them.
God.
He
Yikes.
he is of
PP?
Schiavone,
Oh,
Italy.
Yeah,
He
that's
has
not good.
plus 150, 40% implied probability on him. And then
Oh, yeah.
Luis Antonio Tagli, I assume is the way
Yeah.
you pronounce that.
Yeah.
He is of the Philippines.
Yeah,
Filipino.
he's the favorite. I thought he was the favorite, actually.
They're
Filipino Pope.
They're 40-40 right now, and then under 10% is Peter Erdo, Peter Turkson, and Angelo Scola, which sounds very, very Italian.
We don't want
Anthony
those.
Scalia?
There's a lot of anti-Italian talk coming out of you right now, Terry, and I'm not here for it. Okay,
It has nothing to do with that. It has
Listen,
to do with
Terry just came back from
turning
France.
the church back 20
Famously
years.
hated
like I
Italians.
put
100
my
years?
name in the ring, and he's gonna be like,
It's
I
like,
don't
what
want
about
him.
a French Pope? I would say we to a French Pope.
Absolute
No.
discrimination coming from your end of the line here, Terry.
No,
and
not
I'm
at all.
having any of it.
I'm down. I love Italy, but
I mean, the craziest thing is like the Italians. They put two like the Medici family that like the billionaires that pretty much sculpted that entire part of the continent of Europe, but they were super problematic with their power, and they put like one of their family members as the Pope, and it was just very obvious at the time that they bought a Pope seat, and that kind of led to their downfall. But
See no issue with that. So
I'm like, listen. Many people. I'm like, listen, that still happens. So
yeah, well,
that's what I'm saying.
whatever, man.
I'm just-
we're just
listen.
good at chatting. We're good. We're good
I'm glad
chatting
we
group of people.
haven't listen. We haven't seen Ivanka in a while, and I'm like, that's fine.
That's true.
Don't go looking for her.
We'll have
Let
another
her sell
really
her,
terrifying
like,
Christmas.
blazers or wig company, whatever she had. That's fine.
No thanks. So yeah, I guess as a show we're going for non-Italian because they're notoriously
not
bad
true.
people.
I mean, is there a Greek or Irish candidate? Like, we can support you in other ways, Vince.
I don't know. Peter Erdo. I don't think he's Irish or Greek. I would assume he's not.
Erdo? Is it ERDU? Because I'm pretty sure that's
ERDO?
what she
He's
said.
Hungarian.
Ooh.
We got Peter Turkson.
Horntail.
I'm assuming Turkson is Turkish, but that's just a vast generalization here. So let's check that. He's from Ghana.
Ooh.
Cool. Oh,
I
yeah.
mess with that. I mess with that.
Listen,
and then Angelo
speaking of
Scola
Turkey,
is so Italian. Speaking of turkey, how was your Easter?
Hey, yeah.
There we go.
When I hear Turkey, I think of
Boom!
the shooter from the
Unrelated.
Olympics, the guy that didn't have any special gear.
For what?
He was from Turkey, right? The guy from the Olympics that did like the pistol competition.
Oh yeah, he
But
just,
he
went
just
up
strolled
as
up with
Yes,
glasses
yes,
and
yeah.
was just like,
badass.
I'd vote for him for Pope.
Me too. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
vote for Pope, dude.
Vote for Pope.
Pope.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, we might actually get higher voter turnout for the Pope. Because it's only one thing you're voting on. You don't have to vote on all this other stuff, right? It's
That's
just
true.
Like, well,
It's like
Who's
third
got
cardinal of the 80th district, and you're like, I don't know, man. Which
That's
name is
right.
most Italian?
Yeah.
That is crazy, though. It is a
yeah.
quite.
Because
quite a
Francis
change.
was from Argentina.
Yep. And he was the first Jesuit and South American Pope.
No kidding.
Whoa.
I wonder what the history is of that is. Like most popes Italian?
Or Italian, yeah.
I assume so.
And very conservative.
Yeah, that's the
Very
church.
traditional.
That doesn't.
Very traditional.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me as far as the church is concerned.
So we'll see.
But yeah, put in your odds. You can get a free bet on one of these websites that don't sponsor us. So go ahead and do that. Bet on the Pope, dude.
But I'm the Pope.
So I got an extra $5 sitting
We'll
around somewhere.
be hearing about it and talking about it for the next 15 to 25 days. So
Yes.
Listen,
Okay.
tune in weekly for your Pope accurate Pope
Yeah.
coverage.
Welcome back to
I'm
Unrelated
Pope
Pope Talk.
Pope Talk,
Talk.
unrelated boys.
Pope Talk.
well,
Listen,
someday
if it's the double P Pope, that's crazy because that's
Wait,
a Pope.
PPOPE?
Yeah, Pietro, whatever that candidate.
Oh.
Isn't it PP? PP Pope?
Pietro
PP?
Parolin.
Oh,
Parolin.
Pietro Parolin. Praline. Listen, PP Pope is my number one choice.
You are guys, we're separated here. I'm going for Angelo Scola because he sounds like he was in the mafia at some point. So do I know anything
I wish
about
that they
him?
had some sort of talent portion that we could watch.
Oh, like what Pope can like dance the best?
Like, give me a song or a joke. I'll translate it, see if it works.
Well, yeah,
Give
don't
me
they have
like
to
a
sing in?
special.
You have to
Someone's got to be
sing
able
in
to
Catholic
juggle. Like a
Church.
juggling Pope would be sick.
You
Or
do
like a
okay.
yo-yo Pope, a yo-yo artist.
Before they
Yo-yo
put you
artist.
in, you at least have to give me like
Crazy.
an amen. Like I need that.
Oh yeah. Little chant action.
That's right.
I need
Yo,
that, dude.
come on, mass parts.
Yeah, I was
see
like,
Come on.
I've born and bred on that Irish Catholic.
You guys want to do
Roman
Elijah
Catholic.
Rock?
Yeah, I got that. I know my
Elijah
part.
Rock.
Shout. I know my whole part. Yeah, Scola's got a brother too. I don't know, man. Yes, but Easter. We did Easter. Yes, all of us.
We did. Yeah.
I was on an
How was
airplane.
it?
He is
so,
indeed risen.
No.
You were flying in on Easter.
Yeah.
Did you get any
Sad.
candy? There's a lot of candy around me yesterday. A lot of candy.
Yeah, there's kids around. Wait, Maj, there's no candy at your Easter? No eggs and
So
baskets?
I mean, my parents are kind of anti-candy. They did have little eggs for us to find.
It's
But-
Easter.
Anti-candy
Yeah.
on Easter is
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah. There was little eggs
literally
around where you had to go, and
like,
there was
two
cashews
mini
and
Reese's
raisins.
cups, and that's
Okay.
that's it.
No chocolate eggs.
No, we
Don't
cut
you have
that
like a
out
toddler
long time ago.
nephew, and he doesn't get
No
an egg?
jelly beans.
Yeah, but his parents, my brother and sister-in-law, are very like conscious of his like teeth and
Oh,
not giving him too much sugar and stuff. So like, I think he also had
sucks.
just one small Reese's.
Yo, let the kid live.
That sucks so
Oh,
bad.
listen,
for
he
him.
had salmon and like potatoes au gratin. Like he was fine.
Dude, all right. For those who are listening,
candy
this is,
salmon.
how far do you I think this is a good question. When do you draw the line of just letting a kid experience kid things?
Easter candy.
Exactly.
It's special occasions. For
It's
sure.
like going out on Halloween and getting grapes. That's brutal. Like, what are we doing?
Listen,
man?
hey, that sounds sick.
No, it doesn't. No, it
No
doesn't.
one-
Me,
No one wants to.
I'm into grape Halloween.
Well, I will say, when I used to go trick or treating in my grandmother's neighborhood, this lady would give us a bag of grapes and a bag of homemade popcorn. It was kind of the best because it was like the midway
rocks.
through.
Yeah,
So it was like your
Homemade
snack.
popcorn? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was so good.
yeah,
It
popcorn.
was like the snack while you're collecting candy on the street. Which is
Yeah, and if you
cool.
get like M&Ms in there, it becomes like a fun little mix and match.
Yes.
That's gonna be my next thing.
Oh,
You already
You know what's
know.
crazy? You know what's crazy, boys? You can do that at home too, which is wild. Just popcorn
What?
and chocolate are so readily available and cheap, and it's not
yeah,
healthy.
dude.
Also,
Yeah,
chocolate.
And
It's
listen,
not popcorn and
Is that-
Oreos.
Is
Insane.
that what you consider crazy?
it's
you guys
crazy.
want to hear something that's gonna blow your mind?
Like you could actually eat junk food all the time. It's
You
crazy.
can go to the store and purchase M&Ms
Yeah.
and get
Bro,
popcorn right
Like,
now,
that
dude.
is
Whenever you
crazy to
want.
me. There's certain aisles, like I remember like there's a Walgreens by my parents' house growing up, and there was whole aisles we just never went in. We were in Walgreens all the time. And like my mom we would never go in the aisle. And so now as an adult living by a Walgreens, I can go through, it was the candy aisle and then like
Yeah.
the specialty random seasonal stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I can get like a overpriced candle and chocolate and popcorn and a Gatorade. Like I can get anything I want here. And no one will say anything.
Yeah, all
Well,
the
today's the best
convenience
day to go
stores.
get
and-
Easter candy. It's gonna be 50 or 60% off.
dude,
I did just get the Ghirardelli dark chocolate bunnies with caramel inside.
they make those?
Terry,
Oh,
yes.
bunnies?
Fire.
Yeah, in bunny shape, but they're small. They're not like too big, so it's like the
Okay.
perfect size. Terry, they're in that candy jar in my house that you love to just open
Oh,
as soon as you
well.
walk in the door.
Well, yeah. I'll
we
eat
call,
them.
we call
Great.
it the Terry jar.
No, you do not.
Yes, because you're the only
I
one
like
that will proactively open it on your own.
Well, what's it there for if you're not gonna
Yeah.
eat it?
You have
It's for
candy
you,
on
that's why.
display.
It's for you. And
Yeah.
I remember one
I
time
got
there
a
was like
candy
a
dish
Werther's
too.
original, and you're like, "What the hell is this? Where's the
Oh,
candy?"
Werther's are the best, dude. Oh, I
Yeah, but
love
if you're
those.
looking for chocolate and
Yeah.
you're
Going
going
in
to
there-
Werther's originals, you're like a little sad.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
going in
Yeah.
there looking for the glutton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, where's
I'm
the
with you.
Ferrero Rocher? I'm expecting something.
Since
better
we're on
here.
the topic though, I
Mm.
do have I love Easter candy specifically for a couple reasons.
Are you
I
a
don't know
jelly
if this
bean
is
guy?
going to apply to you, Maj, because your candy is salmon. But if you were,
Sometimes walnuts.
there are specific candies that come out on Easter. Do you guys have a preference for the type of candy? Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love-
like robin eggs. They make the malted milk
the
balls.
Reese's egg is too big.
No, it's so good.
It's too
So
big.
good.
I think the pumpkin egg is like the perfect one, but that's
What about the Christmas tree egg? I
Yeah.
mean, the Christmas tree.
What?
Those. Yeah, and
The
they don't even
Christmas
look.
tree egg?
Yeah.
You know what I
Explain.
mean?
Well,
What is
it
that?
looks. It's the same.
What's
They
a
do
Christmas
the
tree egg?
They do the holiday ones, and they all don't really look like the shape, except
Nah.
for the egg, because all it is this.
It's just a round piece
They
of
try
chocolate.
to do. They
bad.
try to do a
They got
Christmas
it.
tree, and it's just a blob, dude. It is.
Yeah, it's
not
just
even
like
close.
trying to get this sharp little
Yeah.
triangles that can do it.
doesn't really work.
Or the pumpkin is
Yeah.
just wrong, but the egg
Yeah.
is good.
Well, Vinny, what's your favorite?
I have a hankering for those Cadbury cream eggs. You ever had those ones?
Oh no.
Yeah, buddy.
There's something
Nice.
too sweet for them. There's
Oh,
something
it's
too sweet in this to me.
ridiculously sweet. Like, you can have one, and then it holds
Yeah,
you
you're
over for
complete.
365 for sure.
Did you guys see this year they have the Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's peanut butter pie flavored?
What?
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
It has
what-
it
how does
tastes
taste
like
different?
it gave me diabetes. Like that's what it tasted like. It was so sharp tasting with like and it was crunchy.
Did it hurt your teeth? Did it hurt your teeth?
Yeah, like immediately I was like, "Oh, those are the cavities my dentist said I had to fill."
Like you're
next
drinking
time.
a
And
Red
I was
Bull?
like, no. Yeah, it was kind of chemically.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah.
How is
Especially-
it different than? So they just put peanut butter in the normal ones, and then they just put
I'm gonna look this up.
sugar, peanut
peanut
butter,
butter
and graham crackers.
What is it called?
Peanut butter pie Reese's cups. It's the little foil wrapped ones, not the big ones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're like orange. They weren't good. Do not recommend.
Weird.
1 out
Well,
of 10.
Well, if you want to change our mind, Hershey's, you can send them to us.
True.
Listen, the Mars Company is welcome to reach out to us at
Yeah.
unrelated.show@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Please, I will eat them
Contact
on air.
unrelated.
Yeah, contact us. Yeah,
go
but just
When's the last time
airdrop
someone
us.
checked that email?
I actually
I
looked
checked
at
it.
it the other day.
I checked it.
Surprisingly,
I checked.
There's
We got
nothing.
a lot of weird flirty emails.
I was like, "There's nothing there." That's where I
Yeah,
put. That's where I put.
yeah.
all
I don't
of
think
my, yeah,
I don't think I have
thoughts
access
on.
to that email. We should
Yeah,
probably fix that.
someone, it's like the boy Maj at iCloud.com keeps emailing, and he's like, "What's up, boys?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey."
Hey guys.
And then for some reason, I'm like, I'll get it on my phone too. So I'm like, I'm just phone to the left. Yeah, I'm like, it might be me. I don't know.
Wait, so just to make sure we close this button, Maj, do you have a Easter candy at all or no?
I think just straight up
Salmon bites.
chocolate,
Beef
like dark
jerky.
chocolate, in any form is fine. So like if it's a dark
Okay.
chocolate bunny, this year it's the Ghirardelli dark chocolate caramel.
Oh, right, you did say that. Got it.
Yeah, but if they have a dark chocolate like full like bunny shell, like then I'm cracking that thing and eating it. But the milk chocolate, I feel like I'm like it's kind of hit or miss.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just got.
Do you have a favorite type of candy in general? This is a good because mine's new now. I have a new type of candy that I like the best.
Yeah. You guys ever had like apricots before?
Maj doesn't count. Go ahead, Vince. We
I
can't have these
you know,
conversations with it.
The sigh was horrible.
He's like,
We
you
can't have
ever
this
eaten,
conversation.
you ever eaten
I love
trail
candy.
mix?
It's
I
like,
eat
you
around
got-
the M&Ms.
What do you mean?
I get the trail mix and I eat around the M&Ms.
You know what this
Yeah,
reminds me
I-
of? Is your story about the first time you had a Dorito. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
my God. Bobby
Put
Beelin's
sauce
birthday
on
party.
it. Yeah.
Yo, shout out Bobby Beelin. What's up, bro?
Okay. All right.
I've
What's your favorite? What's your favorite candy in general, Vince?
I've gotten into the Buena bars, the Kinder ones,
Kinder Buenos.
the hazelnuts.
Dangerous.
Those have been
German.
around a lot more recently. Come on,
Yeah.
like perfect.
Okay.
It's the perfect
So-
combination.
The first time I had one of those, which is a great choice, we had a German exchange student in high school, and he brought like a whole case of German chocolates.
Let me
And we
guess his
couldn't
name.
get them in America.
Ralph,
No.
Carl,
Mm-mm.
Fritz,
No.
Adam.
Vlad.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm out.
You like
All right,
Enrique?
go on.
What was his name? There wasn't one of those.
Not Adolf.
What was his
God.
name? Oh no.
Gosh.
Klaus?
Oh,
All right.
on.
Well,
Pause,
while you're,
please.
while you're looking
Damn.
that up,
He had a very
Heinrich?
cool name. It was a very unique name.
Yeah, I'm sure.
sure.
I took German in high school, okay? Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja.
Yeah.
Ich
Okay.
liebe dich. To
Wait,
both
you
of
did?
you.
Yeah, you did. I remember you specifically didn't take French or Spanish because there was a lot of
Every-
Spanish shorthand that I would use around you, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't respond the way that my other friends would respond.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, "Oh, like listo," like when we're ready to go, and you wouldn't say anything. And that happened for like
Yeah.
3 years.
I was like, I don't know what you're saying. I wish I did, but I don't.
That's it.
All right. So
Deutsch.
Kinder.
Deutsch sprechen,
Kinder
yeah. What about you, Terry? What do you like?
So for Easter specifically, I love jelly beans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a jelly bean guy.
There's specific ones, though?
Yep. I'm just
Some
kidding.
of them
Don't
are
worry.
not good.
I'm
Some
on,
of them are not
I'm on my
good.
way.
Okay.
So there's like the traditional pack, right?
Yeah.
It has the black licorice. Hate that flavor.
Hate it. I do. I hate
But I
it.
love
Yeah.
but I love the white one in that batch because it's pineapple, and the red one is
Whoa.
cherry, and the green one is like an apple-ish flavor. Delicious.
You're talking like
But if you
Jelly
want to
Belly?
go, no, that's a whole different category of jelly.
It's like
beans.
ranchers,
Oh.
like the not ranchers. It's like the pink bag, like the pinkish purple
It starts with a
bag.
B, isn't it? Start with a B.
Yeah,
Brock's
Brock's
or
or something
something
like that. Yeah,
I seen those. I seen those.
But if you want to go like off-brand, not off-brand, but like non-traditional ones, I got as a kid were the Starburst jelly beans.
dude, all day. The best ones.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Best ones.
Yeah, but then I have kind of like it's not weird, but it's like very different now. But like if you go down the Target or the Walgreens or Dollar Tree aisle where it's all Easter stuff, and they have the packets of shit to fill the baskets for the kids. Inside those bags are like only holiday varieties of like your favorite things. So like the Lifesaver gummies, but they're big and they're like sour and sweet. Like you can only get them during certain holidays.
So you're not like a chocolate guy.
No, I love
generally.
chocolate. I love chocolate, but I think when I'm in the mood for like a candy, I go more like traditional candy route.
Yeah.
So like my
sweets and
favorite candy
sours.
right now, I'm really into like the taffy gooey stuff. So like
Ooh.
Mambas. I'm really
Yeah.
into Mambas right now.
Those things bang.
Don't know why. And like Mamba just came out with these like longer versions of them, and they're all tropical flavored. And I was like,
Oh.
I saw those at the Dollar Tree the other day, and I was like, I gotta try them because I
Gimme.
love a candy. But I think I really like gummy bears too.
Gummy bears are
So
bomb.
I kind of like.
I love that you're just
chewy-
naming every candy.
No.
That's
There's some
good.
things
Well,
I
do you
don't
like?
like.
No,
do you like
yeah.
the gummy sharks?
He didn't say
What about-
shit
what about-
about good and plenties. I know that for a fact.
No one like. No one likes.
What?
those.
Yeah,
You like good
exactly.
plenties, you need to be removed.
You
Yeah,
said he named every
if you said, oh, my
candy.
favorite
And he
candy is
didn't.
like the Red Hots or like Mike and Ike's, I'm like, dude, you need to
oh,
taste
yeah.
more.
hot tamales,
tamales.
though.
Hot tamales, ass, bro.
My mom used to have those
Bomb.
all the time in the house.
You like
Hot
those?
tamales are bomb, dude. I
You're getting all
love
of
those
mine. That's
things.
fine. Who likes Raisinets? I'll give you those too.
Probably you. That
No,
sounds like
bro.
some shit you would like.
You don't
No,
like
I-
Raisinets? That's
No, too
surprising.
much. No, sorry, too much chocolate.
No.
Not enough fruit. Not enough
Yeah.
fruit.
Oh
Not
my
enough
god, my
raisin.
TikTok, my new TikTok channel is just gonna be candy reviews. I'm like, listen, Raisinets, not enough.
I'm
rain.
down for a candy review. Hey, brands, send your candy. Or
Yeah.
you guys know what I really do love though is the Willy Wallaby licorice.
Who the hell that is? Wildy Wild Wobbly?
You
Is that
just
what said?
made up a whole person.
Yeah, some
Willy
dude just went,
Wallaby?
he went 100% Dr.
No,
Seuss on that
You're
shit.
doing like
Wildy Wobbly.
finding Nemo ass address, Willy Wallaby Way licorice. What are you talking about?
licorice. Dude, I'm trying to
Or
look
it's
it up. I don't
Wallaby
even know
Way
what to
City.
type.
No one said like Reese's peanut butter cups. That's my favorites. Or like
Dude just
Ferrero
used
Rocher.
alliteration wild. Oh, Wiley Wallaby. I've seen this.
Yeah.
he said Walter White. What did you say?
Wilby Wildy Ways licorice.
Wilby.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with those.
Are they Australian?
They sent me a whole box. Remember I posted
I
them?
do remember this. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Oh, are these from your snack convention?
No. Well, yeah, I got them. I got some from them, but they sent me a whole
This
box.
is what we're
because I kept
looking at,
posting
right,
about
Terry?
them.
These guys?
I kept posting about them. Yes.
That looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
See,
You
I
have
would see
A
you
flavor
put some
type?
fruit on the front. I'm in.
Yeah.
Is it just a classic red? Are we talking strawberry right now?
Dude, they're all so good.
I don't think
The
you'd like
one-
this one very much.
Nope. Get that
Yeah.
out of here.
I was gonna say,
all
don't say all because we're getting real close to a gross black looking one.
Yeah. Whoa.
Excuse me.
Are these Australian?
All
Assorted
sorts is
licorice.
a crazy. That's not American
but
phrase.
Classic
All sorts.
red's dope. The green apple's
Ooh,
pretty good.
bro.
Yeah,
I
Wiley.
want
Yeah, Wiley
these.
Wallaby.
Yeah. Willoughby Wallaby Coyotes is
Yeah,
looks
it's
good.
Wiley, like Wiley
So
Coyote.
good.
Blueberry
Wiley.
pomegranate. Shut up.
Please send
Get
me.
in my
Please send
face.
me more.
That-
Send me more,
that-
please.
The image makes it look like it's got like a Gushers filling. Yeah.
It
There's
does.
nothing in the middle but goodness.
I wouldn't mind.
Gushers
fill-
are so good.
Oh, I agree.
Yo, I love Gushers.
I'd have a couple Gushers.
I wouldn't mind filling my mouth hole with that for sure.
I'd watch.
Shove that in there, you freak.
Do it on
I'm
stream, bro.
down.
Do it on
You're
stream.
freaky right now.
Chat, put a
Since-
W in the chat for Vince the Eat Candy.
Can we rank our favorite planets or what? What are we doing here?
Earth, bro. What?
Is Earth
We
number
can't-
1 though?
We can't go to any other
We
ones.
can't survive anywhere else.
I didn't say your most travelable places. Like I would say, like,
That's
what's the
favorite.
coolest thing on Earth? And I'd say probably a volcano, but I'm not gonna
Here's the
go
thing.
because I'm gonna
I'm
die.
An adult. I'm an adult. Let's keep it real. That's like when you ask like someone's like, oh, "What's your favorite car?" and they name the most like random, out of reach car that they've never seen, never touched. I'm like, dude, what's your favorite like?
So you're telling me that you
tangible
lost your
thing?
imagination?
Well, 'cause I wanna have more of a
what's-
combination.
You're like, what's best for the economy? I can't fit toddlers in here. Like, no, dude, I want a Ferrari. Like, what do you mean?
But that's favorite versus aspirational versus like dream car. I feel like that's multiple things, right?
Best.
Because that's like saying favorite candy is ones you've never had, but
No,
just
it's not.
conceptually you love it, right? It should
No,
your
it's-
favorite should
no,
be like
it's not.
an expression of your taste. It's like something that's attainable to you.
I disagree
that
with
you can
that
have a lot.
wholeheartedly. I disagree.
Like favorite
with that.
food should be something that you can eat often because it's your
No.
favorite.
Why is that?
No,
No.
because
What if you
how
have?
is it?
What
how's
if you
your
have
favorite
one
if you've
thing?
never
What if
had
you
it?
have one thing that's really the thing is like it might be your favorite because you haven't had flavor fatigue on it. If you have something so often, then you slowly lose the interest in it. But if you have something that you
I
had one
disagree.
time,
I disagree.
come on,
That's why it's my favorite.
dude, you've eaten stuff before that you've overeaten to the fact that it's not your favorite anymore. For sure, you've done that.
No, dude, my wife is still my favorite, bro. Sorry.
That's nasty and disgusting,
Whoa.
and you need to go to timeout. You need to go to timeout right now.
You talking about food?
Wow.
Bro, you ate a
Wow.
bag of green grapes and you couldn't poop for like a week. Like,
Bro, and what I did the next day, I got more green grapes.
yeah, it's true. You're a freak like
I
that.
love green grapes.
No, I'm just
They
saying.
gotta be crunchy though.
Saturn's pretty chill. That's all I was gonna say. Saturn's pretty crazy.
I mean, the
Big
rings
old
are cool.
planet. It's got the rings. It's got more moons.
It moves
Yeah,
incredibly
Saturn's dope.
fast.
Yeah,
It spins so fast, that thing.
yeah. And you're gonna
Saturn's
take
dope.
our little ass planet. Get out of here.
Little ass planet.
Tiny.
I'm
We're
talking
tiny.
about a beautiful blue marble full of life. Atlantis is here. We can't find it.
Dude,
um,
genocide happens here. It doesn't happen on Jupiter.
Yeah, but we have Wakanda.
No, we don't.
And we have that other one from the second one.
Is Wakanda on Earth?
I saw it.
I don't think
It
it's
was
on Earth.
extens-
Isn't it
was
on its own
extensively
planet? Or
covered
is it
in
on
about
Earth?
2.5 movies.
I've never seen the movie, but I don't know if it's on Earth or not.
Well, Wakanda's a real country, just not the
You never
one
seen
from Marvel.
Wakanda? You never seen Black Panther?
I only watched half of it. It didn't get me. This with the caveat.
Did you watch the front
that-
half? Because that's when they don't go to Wakanda.
Yeah. It was kind of boring.
You have
This
to wait
is
for
the
the
caveat. I do not watch superhero movies. They don't do it.
Oh,
for
that's
me.
right.
Something
That's
about
right.
it. All you can do
We
is
had
like
this
Dark Knight
conversation.
and some Spider-Man. That's it.
I randomly watched The Dark Knight like last week while I was
Yeah, you were
eating
talking
lunch,
about
and I'm like,
Yeah.
that was a 3-hour lunch. I'm like, I'm not pausing it.
Black Panther
we had a
like
whole-
last week.
We had a whole Nolan talk last week, dude. Shout out Interstellar.
Shut up, Nolan, bro.
Anyway, so Earth's
Um,
your favorite planet?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're still learning so much about it. I love the animals. I love.
That's the
all these
reason
nature
that's a favorite
documentaries.
planets, bro. That's crazy.
Here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Name more than
Motherfucker's eating
5
good.
things you like
He's
about
eating good
Saturn.
and plenties and watching Planet Earth. That's his favorite thing to watch.
I mean, listen.
Wow.
I would say, okay. Are we not allowed to
Raising
choose
that-
Earth?
no.
What you say?
Are we not allowed to choose Earth? Because then I
No,
would
you can. It's just I'll judge you based on it.
Well, Terry, what was your favorite planet?
I was actually gonna say Saturn or Neptune.
This guy gets it.
Y'all
I like
loving the
also
Greek,
just like the way
Greek
Neptune
god
looks.
names.
Neptune
That's crazy.
Looks really cool.
No love for Mercury, closest planet
Nah,
to
I'm
the
good.
sun.
I'm
So
good.
tiny,
I'm
dude.
good.
Also, the
It's still-
poisoning's pretty bad.
Is Mars
Yeah,
to
a
Elon
lot.
for you? No,
Yeah,
Mars.
stay away from Mars.
I think
Private
Mars
planet.
is it's too popular, you know?
Yeah, billionaire planet Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
It's like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite song? It's like the one that's at the top. It's like Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso.
That's-
lame.
I was gonna say that.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's
my
like.
mom said, "Hey, have you heard that Nespresso song?" And I'm like, I what? And she's like, yeah, it's by like Sarah Carpenter.
It's
I
by
think she's-
Jesus'
oh.
sister. She's
And
also
then
a carpenter.
she thought Sabrina Carpenter was
There
like
it
one of
is.
the carpenter's daughter. And I was
Oh,
like,
like from the
Carpenters?
band?
From the band, the Carpenters.
Wow. What a
That
Oh,
makes sense.
wow.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I could
And-
see. I
and-
could
and
see.
you think that
I
her
can-
song is called Nespresso? Like the
Dude, the ad
our
deals would go
pot-
crazy though. Let's be for real.
actually, dude, Sabrina Carpenter for Nespresso. Her and George Clooney, that'd be a killer ad. Killer
yeah.
ad.
It'll make me go buy more for sure.
Oh, dude, I love our Nespresso. It's fantastic.
I haven't had one in a very long time. I had one. I since lost it in
Is
the
it machine or-
divorce. Yeah. In
Oh,
my
yeah.
divorce, I lost it in my divorce. And I've been making like pour overs and French presses. And I think I like it better
That's fair.
because I like
Yeah.
to have like a decent amount of coffee.
Is it your favorite because it's attainable and you can have it all the time?
Oh,
No, I
Full
never said it was
circle.
my favorite, first off. That is not what I said. Don't put
I'm
words in my mouth.
question, Brian.
Don't
Ask
be doing
questions.
this to me, dude. Just because I called
It's my
Earth
favorite planet,
Raisinets,
you're wrong.
getting really defensive
never been to
over me
Saturn.
calling Earth Raisinets, dude. I don't need this shit from you, okay?
Listen,
I'm just trying to have a
Raisinets
good
are a
conversation.
staple. They've been around forever. You can count on them. They don't
No,
taste
Raisinette-
good.
what?
You
That's
want to
a
know why
wild
they're
statement.
you want to know why they're so widely
Punch Crunch,
available?
much better.
Ultra Crunch is where it's at.
100%.
I think they made Raisinets. My theory is that they made all of them at one time. And they've just been, they're like, listen, how do we get rid of all these Raisinets?
At the beginning, they made
And
them
they're
right
like,
away.
yeah, they're like, listen, they called like Mr. AMC and they're like, yo, dude, can you do us a big solid? We will package them into whatever size you want. Just like, can you put them in your like theaters and like maybe people buy them? And then it became like almost like a joke favorite thing because you couldn't bring in your own candy and stuff. And this is before they had like burgers and stuff at movie theaters. But some of the like old school, like traditional movie theater candy, at least American ones, are kind of bizarre. Like I don't know why you even like what's that the mint meltaways
Oh.
ones?
Wait,
know
what do you
what
mean? The mint meltaways from Fannie Mae are banging. So I
No,
would
that's-
not,
yeah, those are
I would
good.
not
Those are
argue
good.
that. Those things
No, those are
bang.
good. Hold on. There's like this mint one.
Oh, you're talking about
Junior mints.
Junior
mint.
Mints.
Horrible.
Oh, dude, my
What?
dad
I
loves those. I like them too.
Those
but
my dad. I like
loves
them
those.
too.
Yeah.
My dad loves them too.
Wow.
Junior
what
Mints
I
are
like-
fire.
my dad doesn't let
Gotta
me eat
put 'em in the
candy,
fridge.
so I don't
Yeah,
know what he
fridge.
likes. My
I
dad
wonder-
would have me.
Wait, what's your dad's
go to
favorite candy?
My dad would
A
let me
cold
wear-
Raisinets. Definitely Raisinets.
No.
dude.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you something about my dad. He would have all of us put on our like big starter like pullover jackets with the big
Sick.
sleeves. And we would go to like Subway and we would get footlongs and we'd put them in the sleeves and we're just like
Nice.
walking like this. And then we'd have like beef jerky. And then he'd also like get like a Nalgene like water bottle. And that's what we ate in the movies. And
I
it
kinda
was
like that.
I thought that was normal. I remember one time I had a pint of blueberries and I was like, I think I'm the weird kid at school. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
so
gonna
how do
lie,
we-
like
How do you
Like,
feel
this
about
is weird.
dots then?
Dots pretzels?
No,
I
no,
like
the candy.
I like dots, but they
Oh.
eviscerated my braces one time, and I had to give them up for the rest of my life.
That's fair.
Brutal on the teeth. Brutal.
Yeah,
on
I
the teeth.
don't know if I've had dots.
That was big on
That's-
Halloween when people would get like the cheaper version.
Are
of,
they like-
the,
Are they like
Mouse
colorful?
squares.
What are they?
Yeah.
they're like
They're like jelly
orange,
beans?
right?
The original ones are orange, pink, yellow, green. They're like a rainbow-ish thing. And then they come out with seasonal flavors, which is crazy.
Mhm. Oh, actually, listen. Let me throw
Also
something in
big
the ring here.
during Easter as well.
Can we rank is peanut butter or peanut M&Ms? Is that like number one? That's my number one.
For candy.
mo-
Movie theater popcorn or movie theater candy.
No, it's the cookie dough, little cookie dough bites with the chocolate over them. That's the one that I
Oh.
Is it
like.
Are they the cold? Are they like refrigerated?
No. They're just in a
Talking
bag.
about that?
Warm?
Yeah, they're like right next. They're right next to the bunch of crunches.
What are they called?
They literally are like movie theater cookie dough bites. You only get them at the movie
I'm
theater.
literally looking up.
I had one of the ones with it looks like it's like sugar on them. They're like little peanut or
Oh, snow caps.
snow calves.
Yeah, bro.
Those slap.
Yeah,
that's just
literally
chocolate.
these. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, pull up the thing you're talking about because I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
I
am right now. My keyboard's giving out on me for some reason. But these guys,
Whoa!
I would
Oh
get
yeah,
these.
yeah.
They're so good.
Try them frozen, so you can't.
I am
freeze them.
frozen.
Yeah, they don't come
Oh.
frozen though. They come in like the box. It's just this with some popcorn is just a little kid Vince. Absolute love fest.
It looks like they're trying to riff on a milk dud.
I'm popping up in there watching young Anakin get at Padme and just ripping into these as a little boy.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yes.
milk duds won't pull out your.
One of my
fucking
favorite like 3-pane memes.
Milk duds will also pull your teeth out. Yeah, milk duds and
teeth.
dots.
Yeah, well,
dude.
fucking, you will lose a tooth eating a milk dud.
Yo.
Dude, little Anakin was a freak, dude. We should have seen that so early. What a little freak,
Here's the thing.
dude.
They both were. They match each other's freak because
Oh, she's a bird.
he was her. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta be my bodyguard. I'm gonna wear the craziest clothes you've ever
Yeah.
seen, even though I know that you can't like engage. We're gonna have like a dramatic meeting by the fireplace. I'm gonna be wearing like this BDSM leather gear.
Yeah. She's like, look at that boy.
And she's
And
like,
he's
yeah, she's
"Gotta
like, what does
marry
that?
her."
What does that robotic hand do?
Nope.
Yeah, it was giving high school teacher on the news vibes for
Mhm.
me. That was the
I
problem.
remember I took 2 groups of friends to go see that, and the first group was just all dudes. And they're like, why are we watching like a romance movie? And I'm like, it's sick. It's got lightsabers and stuff. And then like a good hour of it is just them rolling in the field, falling in love. And I'm just like,
Dude,
I
yeah.
think this might be the best
Beautiful
part.
I've never seen it.
You ain't never
Have you
seen
seen
it?
any of the prequels?
I don't think so.
You've
Oh.
seen okay, what have you seen? Because this is huge for me. What ones
Can
have you
you
seen?
Can you name them all?
No, I want you to name them.
Yeah, I only know them by
What
episode
what do
number. I
you
don't-
think you've seen?
Wait, name the prequels.
I mean, a lot of them are just the numbers.
4,
So
5, and
there's
6.
Star Wars
Oh, no.
was just the first movie.
No.
But then it's
Yeah,
Star
of
Wars
course,
New
I
Hope
know.
in terms of the trilogy. Empire
Right.
Strikes Back,
Seen that,
and then Return of the Jedi.
of course.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the original trilogy. But then the
Yeah.
prequels are Phantom Menace. That's young
Nope.
Anakin.
Nope.
They're on Naboo. None of that. Okay.
Oh, with Darth Maul, dude, best Sith Lord.
Nope.
Not
That,
enough
never
dude,
seen
his
it.
entrance, the music. Oh my god, it's
Sick.
fantastic.
double-sided lightsaber.
Okay, so
Sick.
you haven't seen those three. Have you seen the
Sick.
new ones, like the ones that came? That'd be 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I've seen those. That came out
You
like
see-
4
oh,
or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah, the J.J. Abrams movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen those.
So like Force Awakens and all.
Yeah.
You've seen those.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you haven't seen. So if I said like General Grievous, that means nothing to you,
That means
Mm.
absolutely
or
nothing.
like
to me.
Count Dooku means nothing to you.
Dude, I made a Grievous reference yesterday.
Oh shit, he was always coughing. That man, he needed.
Well,
He
set it
was.
up, bro. Let's watch it. I'll watch it.
I would be happy. Yeah, Darth.
Look at
Maul.
that
You know
man,
who this
dude.
man is?
Look at his sick ass
I know who
makeup.
I know the character, but I've never
sick
seen it.
makeup. And he got
Okay.
how much screen time?
Well, in the movie, it's not much, not enough.
Yeah.
because he's here for one crucial battle and that's it.
Yeah.
But
he
well,
just killed Qui-Gon
He
Jinn.
there's 2 fights because they fight on Tatooine.
Yeah. He
And then
got
Qui-Gon,
probably
he
a
just-
tenth of
yeah.
the movie, though. That was my issue. I really wanted a lot out of him.
So he is a prevalent character in the Clone Wars animated series,
Oh,
which has like
yeah.
I mean
Oh.
5, 7 seasons. He's a prominent character, and you learn more about him, his brother, like their planet, where they're from, their story. It's actually kind of crazy because I mean, not to spoil anything, but he's around for a lot. And so if you're ever interested in the Count Dooku story, you might have to watch this children's TV show.
Is that on Disney Plus?
Yeah, Clone Wars, yeah, because that's who did those?
Well, it's Star Wars IP, so I assume everything's on Disney.
Yeah. Everything's on Disney.
It's just he was so sick, and then you get like, what's who plays Christopher? What's his name?
For
The guy that
which
plays
character?
the guy that plays Saruman in Lord of the Rings.
Not Christopher Reeves. Christopher.
I was gonna say, is
Yeah,
it
he plays
Lee?
Count Dooku. Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christopher
It's like
Lee.
his Sith Lord was boring.
Yikes.
He's a little. So, I was yes, I
He's
completely
pish
agree.
posh applesauce, dude. I don't need that.
He's I guess in the lore, he's supposed to be less like menacing physically and more like philosophically. He's like almost like a British Bond villain kind of thing,
Yes.
where he's like very cerebral. And what the whole point of him leaving the Jedi Order is because he learned too much and he disagreed with them fundamentally. So the reason
Yes.
why he's like the first like Sith villain you find out about is because he's the first one to like publicly leave and turn into something else.
Sure.
But like he's not like a Darth Maul where like you look at him and you're just like freaked out and scared.
That guy's evil and scary. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like even in the lore, like he's like very, very old too. So
He
he's
got
kind of
the-
got like a
He really got the shit end of the stick in a lot of ways. He dies so much. In every film he's in, he dies.
yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, that's not even how he dies. Like they literally just make him get stabbed in a wheel and then he goes underwater. Like that's not how it happens in the book. They just made it happen.
Yes. Does he die in because he's in the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory too. I wonder if he dies in that.
I don't know. I feel like everybody
That'd be-
dies in that.
Yeah, but all the kids die for sure. But
Yeah.
Terry, I mean, listen, May the 4th, Star Wars Day, International, fast approaching. I
Yeah.
would love to host a Star Wars watch night because
Would
Let's
love
do it.
that.
so
I'm down.
come on over, boys.
That's where our interests align. You got super.
Oh my god, and you can all bring your favorite movie theater candy. How's
I'm
that?
just gonna bring a fucking vat full of Raisinets. Just absolute. And then you're gonna have a vat for weeks and months.
Listen,
Yeah,
I could find a way to make Raisinets work. Maybe I can melt them because there's chocolate on the outside, right?
Yeah,
So
melt
maybe I
off the
can-
chocolate so you can eat the raisins. Yeah, good call. Good call.
I bring my own like you know
Good
the
call.
sun-made raisins, but
Oh,
there's like the
man.
golden raisins. There's
Yes.
like the yes, that's a flex. If you had Raisinets with golden raisins, my god,
By the way, this is no hate to craisins. I do like craisins.
in a salad is crazy.
Oh, it's delicious.
Actually,
with almonds
no.
and
I
pecans.
actually don't like
Yes.
it in a salad.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Like
I
with
like
goat
'em
cheese,
solo.
walnuts, you know?
Yeah, I don't love that flavor combo in a salad. I like a pretty basic
Mm.
salad. If I'm going anything,
Okay.
I'm going sneezer.
Oh, really? Tableside?
Oh yeah,
Tableside Caesar? A little
Yeah.
anchovy?
real choves in
gotcha.
there. Give me some real.
Oh
choves.
man, I had the best Caesar salad in France this past week.
What a Terry thing to say.
I know.
What?
I was gonna.
That's like
say,
saying I'm going to go get more green grapes after this.
dude.
Like,
Yeah. I was
we are
like,
so we
Yo,
are predictable. We
that's-
need to
yeah,
give these
That
people new
Caesar
stuff.
dressing was so fresh, bro. Like,
Oh my god!
it
Wait,
outdid any of the 5-star restaurants in Chicago I've been to. So
Vince, I'm going to send you this picture.
try have a reservation, so we do need to wrap this
yeah,
up, boys.
get out of here. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to put a meme in the chat because I was texting Terry and I was like, dude, I fully expect you to look like this when you come back. Vince, I just texted you too. It's the
Yes,
GIF I sent
please.
you.
Oh,
One moment, please.
Whoa, man,
Okay.
wait.
Let's get this
He's
to
got
the
like
people.
the curly ass mustache with the beret and everything.
Dude, I would like that.
Darth Maul is amazing.
I can see it. There's another hat I couldn't wear. I'd like to see you in that hat though, Terry.
I got too much hair, bro. It won't go on it.
Where's your beret?
We just
get a
gotta,
big
like,
one.
Pomade the hell out of it. It'll get it all the way down.
A lot
Just
of
really
pomade,
go
bro.
ham on it.
My hair is
What do you call it? Francois Terry.
Frankie
That's me.
Terry.
Frankie T.
Frankie T.
Wow.
What was the best thing you ate when you were in Paris?
Ooh.
Did you finally get that pastry you're looking for?
Nah. We do go to this restaurant that we keep going back to. I think it's called Chez
Le Coupe.
Janu.
Oh.
And it's so last time I had the duck breast, which was fantastic. This time I had the steak, which was cooked great, steak, potatoes. But I don't know, you've probably seen this on like TikTok or something, but they're famous for the big chocolate mousse that they like scoop and just like throw on your plate.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have to go there when we're in Paris together. But the food's really I haven't had a bad meal there yet, so we keep going back there. But probably like our tastings were probably some of the best food we've
That's
had.
actually really good.
That's
Because we've all been to weddings when the food was.
yeah, bud.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Yeah.
great sign
Okay.
if your tastings are good.
That's what
I
I'm
will
saying,
say
bro.
you will be pleasantly surprised. It is very French, so things are like rich and like saucy. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the food. I hope. I mean, we spent a lot of time on choosing everything, but
You said rich and saucy as if it was a bad thing.
well, you'd be surprised. People are picky eaters, man.
I
Listen,
believe it.
Me as a
but
personality, I'm trying to be rich and saucy. You know what
I
I mean?
think you are.
Same. I think you are rich and saucy, bro.
Yeah.
Just because I'm employed doesn't mean I'm rich. You know what
No,
I mean?
like rich in friendship and saucy as in like you're a bad
Oh,
bitch.
I'm so spoiled
Yeah.
in friendship. You guys are very
like
nice.
you're like saucy. You're like, oh
Yeah.
god. chill out.
You're like, that
Saucy
guy might
boy.
be messy,
That guy-
actually.
Listen, that guy-
He might be spilling off the
he's
plate.
so saucy, he's messy. No, if you were to give me something and say like, "Hey, do you want to eat this? It's rich and saucy," I'd be like, "Yeah, for sure."
Yeah.
That sounds like two things I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
in my food.
That sounds like a braised oxtail in broth. That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
all day.
Man. Yeah.
Man, I just actually made a sausage tomato cream gnocchi tonight. That was rich and saucy.
Yum.
Oh.
It's
Have you
quite
eaten it
good.
yet?
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Well,
Hey,
because
you wanna
today's one was,
try-
I woke up at 6 a.m. today, so I was like, dude, yeah, I have to eat dinner at like 6
True.
p.m.
You guys want to try this thing I just made? It's pour and dry.
Yikes.
Well, at least it's
Right. rich and saucy
Here's
is
the
a hell
thing.
of a lot better than
It's like-
pour and dry.
Yeah, pour and dry, but like I'd take pour and dry than pour and wet.
Oh no.
Because you're like, that's just an abandoned puppy in the
The
rain.
difference between
What
saucy
do
and
you
wet.
mean?
The difference between saucy and
It's
wet
rich and saucy.
is so far disconnected.
Those are not the same.
This food is wet. Ew. This food is saucy. Yum, dude.
Yeah. I think anybody wants wet food.
We need a
You know what's
linguist.
really
That was
bothered me
gross.
lately is I keep hearing the term mouth feel. It's got a good
Yes.
mouth feel.
Mhm.
And I understand what you're trying to say, but there's got to be a better way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just got to put how dat in front of it.
Oh dear God.
God damn it.
And then it changes it all.
Jeez.
It just
How that
changes it
mouth
all.
feel.
How that mouth feel. Yeah, I don't like that either.
feel. That's bad.
Isn't that the same
Wait,
thing
actually-
as like texture?
Yeah, I think it's also referring to like with like the size of the bite and like I don't know. It's a lot of things. But like I hear with wine a lot, people are talking about, oh, it's got a really good mouth feel. I'm like,
Yes.
drink it. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't say hurry up. Swallow
Wait.
it.
I just figured out what wet can be used for. Any drink.
Me too.
You want a dry drink? No. I would love the wettest wine you have.
What about like a dry red or a dry white?
Right, but I want it to be wet still.
Well, how can you drink
Well,
something that's not
Was
liquid?
that? Yeah.
Sand.
Oh.
You can drink sand. Good.
Guys, we have
Try
wow.
sand outside, buddy.
We are in it right now. We are in it. That's
Wait, I want to ask
crazy.
that. It's like it flows. I've seen like those timers.
Sand?
It just
You can-
flows. You can drink sand.
Yeah, if
I
you can pour
get-
something
ooh.
out, you can drink it. You can pour sand.
You can definitely
drink
pour sand, and you can pour dirt, which means you can drink dirt.
can drink
you're
dirt?
Not wrong.
I don't want it.
Yeah. I support this, but don't do it.
Yeah. Dude.
Do you guys remember as a kid?
Used to be wet.
make,
you can drink wet.
What is it called? When it's like
You could also make
chocolate,
somebody.
like brownie dirt with like Oreos and like gummy worms. You know what I'm
Oh
talking about?
yeah. There was like
Yeah,
I
it's
think they used to
mud cup.
call it like mud something, right?
Yeah.
A mud cup or something like
A
that.
mud cup. Yeah.
Why
that
would
makes
that
sense.
was disgusting? Why are we doing that? Do they still do that?
I mean, it wasn't that disgusting,
I
to
hate
be
it.
honest.
No,
It's not something I would
knew
order
immediately.
often.
I knew immediately. I was like, I'm gonna tell my mom.
Dude, they
Like,
had that
Mom,
at
they're out
the
here pretending to eat dirt.
They had that at the Colonial Cafe. Do
What's
you remember
that?
the Colonial Cafe, the
No.
restaurant? Oh, maybe that's just like a nature of the northern suburbs. But Colonial Cafe was like kind of like an IHOP, but they had a lot of desserts. and-
Oh.
They had one that was like they had one dessert that was like it was a sundae. Here, I'm gonna pull up the. They had the kitchen
It
sink.
was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday. Let me.
It might have been a
So this is the
Wednesday.
logo. This is the logo right here. If you remember that. at
Oh,
all.
that looks
Going
racist.
by it.
No, that doesn't look. I
so
don't
they-
know what that is.
They have
would
those. They have those American flags that are like half circles. I'm not going in.
Yeah. So they literally it's
They're like,
like
you're here to finish the railroad, right? I'm like, no, it's done.
you can see this building in like near a strip mall, like something like that.
Oh, it's giving
Yeah.
like Okay, yeah, I could see the vibes. It's
So they
it's
were
not
like
a buffet.
Is this the suburban old country buffet or
No.
Also saying, it looks. It's not a buffet though. It's like
Terry, the suburban old country buffet is old country buffet.
bro. OCB is top.
It's giving. It's giving Golden
It's-
Corral, but not
No, not
No,
quite.
what's the
It's more-
place?
It's like a
Oh.
like they
Boston
want to
Market.
make they want to make like a greasy
Boston
spoon
Market, sure.
diner, but they want to like franchise it. That was the idea.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's
Okay.
like an IHOP or something like that. So they have breakfast
it.
through like late night, so you can get like.
I have never seen this place. in my
Yes, we used to go there, but they used to have like the mud, like sundae that was just gummy worms and a bunch of ice
Chocolate
cream,
ice cream.
obviously, like whipped cream, and then a bunch of Oreos just to make it look like mud. But they also had the kitchen sink, and they had like a competition if you can finish the kitchen sink, and it was just a massive banana split.
Oh,
that you
an
could eat, too.
actual. Oh wow.
Yeah, and they
Dude,
had like.
have
sinks
you had
that
the
would serve
kitchen
it.
sink cookie?
No, is that like everything in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You talking about the
M&Ms.
one? But no, you're not talking about the one I'm thinking of. The one from Milk Bar.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Is that the one you're talking about?
Pretty sure. Yeah. Is that like
Christina
pretzels? and shit
Tosti's
in it?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is incredible.
Pretzels, potato chips.
I've never seen Colonial Cafe. My version of that, I guess, was it was a buffet or like it was something with a P. It was green. The logo was green. It was another kind of like chain like
I want to say it's like
90s,
I want to say it's
2000s
like
restaurant.
Pearson's or something. Like
Yeah, it's
that.
not Pettorino's because Pettorino's is good.
Pettorino's.
You know
is
what I'm talking
good.
about? It was like a green oval. I feel
I
like was the sign.
100% know what you're talking about.
And it's
the
always
same
like on the
thing, too.
highway.
A clip-arted logo, of like it's like
Yeah.
Pearson's or something, and I can't think of the
It's like
damn
a-
name of it.
Not Parsons, maybe.
It could have been Parsons. It very well could have been Parsons.
And I feel like they had like maybe OK steaks. I don't know.
Perkins.
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 There it is. Ding, ding,
Come on.
ding. Yeah,
Perkins still
like,
around?
I don't know. Let's
I
look.
don't know. I feel like
Look.
all of those, like
Oh,
Little
yeah,
Cafe
look at that.
closed because the food was just not good.
Yeah.
You'd go and be like, "This isn't great," but it was right by our high school, so we would go and just get like burgers after high school, and it was just not that.
You
good.
know, I have a hankering for like an
Um,
old school spot. There was one that
they
we went to
exist.
after. Terry, your thing, your conducting concert. Obviously, you conducted a concert. The concert. I go zip it. That's my conductor. I'm like,
Gary, right
"Could
after
you just-"
your conducting game or whatever you were playing.
Yes,
that
Yeah.
day.
Whatever you do.
Yes.
Their
Whatever that
conducting
is.
outing thing.
For the Chicagoans that listen to this, what was the name of that restaurant we went to? It was Yumi and Bianca, and then we all got soup, and then my dinner came with the dessert, and it was like the best Jello with whipped cream I've like ever had. You know what I'm talking about? But it was like
where
like
were
you used to
we?
go there with your dad. Like there's like a bunch of them like on the south side or like the southwest side of Chicago, and it was amazing. But it's like very old school. They had like this big
Yeah.
pancake thing that was like their specialty, but they had the homemade Jello.
Was it
and
like a
like a
greasy
homemade
spoon thing
whipped-
again? Was it a diner
No,
situation?
It's like a more like family style restaurant than like a diner.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's
with-
called.
Yeah, but with a diner style menu, but definitely old school vibes, like lots of like wood cladding and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Guys,
But
this
the
is
food
gonna
was
eat me alive. What is this called?
God,
Do
it
we
was
not
so
know?
good.
That food
I
was
literally
amazing.
took a picture of it of the dessert. I was like, I have to remember that this is the best tasting Jello.
It was
I've
just
ever had.
Jello and whipped cream.
But it was all homemade. And I feel like
Oh.
if they had like their proprietary Jello thing, but like that was one of their like iconic desserts, and it was very good. I
Is
think it was
this
the whipped
like-
cream that really made it.
Is this like a brand place, like a franchise place?
I
or
think
is
it's a
this-
bunch of like family owned restaurants. It's like maybe there's probably 5 of them or something.
Okay.
But Terry, man, you mentioned like you guys used to go there after like choir concerts or after like the play or the musical performance.
The Spring Musicale.
Man, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what it
you had
is.
all these stories about it.
about
we
being
went
in
to
that
the-
place.
Not that specific one, but you're like, well, maybe that was a specific one. Because
Damn,
what
bro.
town was that? Was it Joliet? I don't know. Listen, if this is a live stream,
Oh, this isn't recent. This isn't recently.
This was this past winter.
Oh yeah, we were in Joliet. We were in Burr Ridge.
Dude, brother, been there a ton in my life. What are we talking about here?
Weren't we in Burr Ridge, or did we go? Or did we drive to like Palos?
Palos sounds interesting.
Palos Heights?
Yeah.
How do you spell
Gosh,
that?
I need to know. Palos.
Los.
Heights?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That would make
Oh, we
sense in
gotta
any
find it.
south suburb to have this stuff. There had to be a Colonial Cafe there one time. That was a sin.
Oh, I'm sure.
Had to
I'll
be.
figure it out. It's gonna be fantastic. But
I need to know.
and I had like a Greek chicken with like Greek potatoes. It was amazing. And it was we had so much food, and I maybe spent like $7.
Yeah,
I can't
that's the
remember where
whole
we went.
Good, bro.
That was the whole
That's
sell
the-
of that.
That's the vibe.
Listen, once we find, was it called Harvest Room? Does that make sense?
Harvest
No.
Room?
Harvest
No.
Room? No. I don't
Nope.
see any Jello on this picture.
Nope. Isn't that Lonzo Ball's brother? Oh. Yeah.
Who's the rapper? I keep seeing him on my Instagram.
Lonzo Ball's brother?
He's
Jello.
Listen, there's a theme today. Hey, it's Jello. We're getting it tonight.
Why do you
On
think
that
it's
Jello,
Why do you
Jello,
think
homemade
it's
whipped cream. That's
How much
crazy.
swerve on the corner? Whoa.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I
Hey.
appreciate that he does rap live, because I think that
Yeah.
a lot of people younger
Dude,
in
he
their
has,
careers
he
are
has
like, "Oh, I'm just gonna
song.
rap."
He has a song.
That's fine. But think of how many rappers go out and you're like, "Dude, you don't sound anything like the record," and you're rapping over like the song with the vocals in it. It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I hate that whole aesthetic. But like
Nice.
Jack Harlow, like even Drake, Jay-Z, like they all rap live, and it sounds much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So does
I just-
Jello Ball, which is an incredible name. Jello Ball.
Yeah, I think his name is Angelo or something like that. So it's Gelo. Lee Angelo. That's his name. You need to have more than like one song. See how that goes after that.
Not if
But-
you have a famous family and access and money. You just need
Correct.
one, bro.
Lonzo Ball recently signed a endorsement deal with Buzzed Ball.
No.
Yeah.
Those are terrible.
Dude,
Are they
yeah,
chat
they're-
GPTing their brand deals? They're like, what should we do? They're like, well, your last name is Ball. How
and
about
his last name is Ball? Can
Yeah.
we do that?
have you thought about having like a glass jar sponsorship?
That's unfortunate.
So when people buy it and drop it, it just shatters wherever you are. That makes a
Like,
lot of sense.
that's the Lonzo Ball Mason jar. And you're like, what? They could
That's
do a
funny.
line where it's like it's got like a basketball as the like on the side. Like that probably
Well,
would sell actually, because
You
ball
want to
jars.
know what they ended up doing? They made a basketball-sized ball,
Oh,
a buzzed ball,
God.
like a family, like it's like a party pack, and they
Oh,
fill
no.
it. They filled it up, and then he's the endorsement. Let me find it. I don't know why my keyboard is broken right now.
That's
so I'm
actually a
going
genius
rogue.
idea.
Yeah.
But like that's because buzz balls don't taste good, so you don't want that
No,
many.
they're not
the
good.
only thing they're
So
good
you're
for
saying that
is
they
to
made
get-
like a fishbowl
Hold on.
sized one?
Let me just pull it up right
Disgusting.
now. Let me just pull it up right now for you guys so you can see.
This is something that they'd sell at London House for no reason. And you're like, why? London House is kind of a classy place. But
There
they
you
also
go.
do like giant Moscow mules. Whoa.
Boom.
Why is it blue?
Ready to go cocktails. That's the idea. So you can just pour it in.
Oh my gosh. It's huge.
Yeah. I mean, he is the proper sponsor or I guess endorser / athlete that they should have. His last name's
Yeah.
Ball and he's a basketball player. It's pretty aggressive.
Is he a big drinker?
I don't know that for him.
I feel
But-
like athletes and alcohol like endorsements are usually kind of rare, yeah?
Yeah.
Alcohol? Like at the most, it's like a
during
light
playing, yeah.
beer.
Not
You
not
know?
when not like during the season, but a lot of them have basketball players and wine is abundant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot
I'm thinking
of
of
it's
like David Beckham and like Stella. He's had that
Yeah.
commercial run forever.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
like post career for like beer. I think
Mhm.
mostly wine, and then you get like tequilas and stuff like that from guys.
Yeah, cool, because they can co-own a lot of those brands now. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of smaller celebrity tequila brands.
yeah, but like Jimmy
Wow.
Butler has his own coffee brand. I know LeBron has his
Yeah.
own wine cellar. Dwayne Wade has his own wine cellar. Like a lot of them.
Who owns the Blaze Pizza?
LeBron.
LeBron.
It's LeBron.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go buy his Barbie, his Ken doll?
No, because dude,
You're running to your local Target.
The
to
internet.
get the LeBron Ken doll.
the internet is a
I
bad
thought that was an
place.
April Fool's joke.
It's a bad place for that because literally the first thing is like, wonder what his meat looks like was the first thing I saw on the internet.
God, that sucks.
It's like,
I'm like, bro, this is
well, no,
because
everybody's like hyper glazing him, right? Because everybody's making songs about it, and it's
Yeah.
just like someone's just like, God, I can't wait to get my LeBron doll and see what his meat looks like. I'm like, come on, dude, get it together.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is fodder for people that are like noted LeBron haters such as myself, but it is what it is.
Same.
You gotta deal with it.
Same.
I like that they gave him a beard and a hat and a jacket. It's cool. He's got a bag. You know, he's got accessorized. You know, it's that's cool. He's he's a role model in many ways. So
He's a stylish man. Can't get on him on that.
$125
For that?
75 sold out. 125 on Amazon out of stock.
Yeah, no, I'm all good.
75 at Target.
Crazy.
For an action figure,
Not available.
for like a doll.
Oh, bro, this sold out immediately.
I'm sure. There's probably limited supply too.
And he's carrying a pair of Beats. Oh, hey, he's got a watch. What's the watch? What's on the wrist, LeBron?
It has to be Tissot. Has to be.
It looks like a skeleton AP to me, but that could just be the render.
I'm surprised because Tissot and NBA players are like bread and butter.
Yeah, because there's that gold PRX with somebody.
Damian Lillard?
I knew it was a D.
I think Damian Lillard. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's cool.
they've advertised with the NBA. It's like Sprite, Tissot, and Kia have all done it with the NBA for like years and years and years and years.
Did you know that Kia was the official car for furries?
No kidding.
Yeah, they did. There's like
weird.
10 years of the Kia Soul, and they interviewed a bunch of like furry post conventions which about like their habits outside of furrydom, and like
Probably
90% of them
the
had
hamsters.
Subarus, but mostly Kias.
Probably because the
And
hamsters.
maybe it's the hamster commercial for sure.
They identify with the hamsters. Oh, we didn't talk about Katy Perry in space.
Did she even go?
She was there for 11 minutes.
Bro, all I see now is the landing was fake, and like the door opened and then reopened.
She didn't land on the moon.
No.
She just
I
went
think
to space.
that
How did the door open?
the theory is that they didn't even go up. They're like, let's do a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And so we will send something up and something will
dude.
land, but then we're switching the feed. And you never
Anytime
actually
someone
left the
goes
ground.
to space, it's like a conspiracy. Anytime.
Sure.
I
But I
believe
mean,
they
like-
probably did get like right outside the atmosphere and then came right back down.
But
My
there's
whole
video
thing-
footage of them in the capsule.
Yeah, but some are saying like that's
Bro, I've seen
doctored
Gravity.
footage
Pretty
and the people are
convincing.
anti-gravity, whatever. Why do we send Katy Perry? What?
Here's the thing. I think they knew. Well, I think they're friends. I think she's friends with Lauren. Was it Sanchez?
Yes.
Jeff Bezos' fiance?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I think they're friends through like events and stuff. But also, I mean, like if you want to send a celebrity, like Katy Perry's kind of weird. She's gonna say some weird stuff, and it's kind of entertaining.
She's suing people for talking smack about her going to space now.
As she should.
Yeah.
She came down.
Shout out
oh
to
my God,
Wendy
you know,
saying, "Can we send her back?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that they
that's
mic'd
kind of my
it
thing.
too.
It's like I don't really. Why Katy Perry, dude? Like,
Okay, so let's if not Katy Perry, what other like aging pop star would you put up there?
I wouldn't probably send an aging pop star, but like, I'd rather see like Christina Aguilera go if you had to. It's just my thing with Katy
Okay.
Perry is kind of just like I've always been whatever about Katy Perry, which doesn't help. But like, I think the
Sure.
entire internet was just like, it's
Why?
just weird. It's weird that it's Katy Perry.
Is it because of her song "E.T. Extraterrestrial"? Did they play
it's
that?
fun.
On
No,
the
that's
flight?
the most applicable thing that you could have said about the whole thing.
Hypnotizing. That's
Yeah,
actually a
I
sick
just-
song.
I honestly, I was more just like, whatever. Like, why are we doing this in the
Yeah.
first place? But like the fact that it
Yeah.
was,
I wish
Katy
they would
Perry
have
and
spent like those like space enthusiasts like TikTokers,
yeah,
and it could have been just like a nice little nod of like this person's a true fan of space. Like
Mhm.
they wouldn't be able to afford this like normally,
Yeah.
but like this
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
cool, like cross generational thing. Because they had like
Yeah.
was it Gail King on there?
Gail King.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah,
Yes.
you need to have like generational talent to draw attention. But Katy Perry for millennials, we're like, dude, go away, Katy Perry.
right.
Yeah.
I just don't
And like
really-
we're her audience, right?
Well,
so
And what sucks too is she's doing like interviews now, and she was just like, how she's like the profound opinion on space. I'm like, that's not.
Dude, what did she
Just
say?
because you
She's like,
saw it doesn't mean that
the
you're.
question
Yeah.
was, oh my god,
I can't
Katy
really care.
Perry,
I don't have any
worst
care.
I can't
quotes
even get
after
myself
space.
to care at all.
Yeah, I don't care about it anymore, honestly.
Yes. Oh my god. She
I
said
love
one.
space.
Yeah, what did she say?
So when she came, they asked her like, what was like, what's changed in you since you've seen the planet from so high? She's like, I came down with, and I had an epiphany that we're just so lucky to be alive. And I'm like, okay.
Ah,
And then she's like, and I just really connected with love, just love. And then
You
all
wanna
the
know what
comments
I
like,
would've-
did she take mushrooms before she went up there? Because
Right.
that explains a lot.
I guarantee what my takeaway would have been like, holy shit, that's Earth. Everything that people have been saying is absolutely true. We're in space right now. If I get out of this capsule, I will die. That would be my takeaways.
Dude,
I don't know if I would be like, wow, love is beautiful. Like, that is not the first thing I would think if I was up there.
I know what Terry would say. He'd be like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not being strapped down in a fucking little tube and shot up. But I know that if they offered the money, you'd be like, okay, well, 25 million, I'll go up. Duh.
Well,
I-
hell yeah.
I'm not doing it
Strap me
twice. Like,
I
One
would
time.
go.
do it.
I would go for sure.
I've been on
I'd go.
many bad plane rides, and I'm like, dude, I'm never doing that again. And I got on the plane.
It's like
But I was paying for the plane. If it's the other way around,
so
like I got
few
something out of it.
people- So few people get to do it.
Yeah.
And like I am fascinated with space for sure.
Me too. Me too.
I'd love to go. I would love to do that.
I think
See the
there
planet from
is
that high up.
something there's probably something really out of body about seeing Earth from space. Like you're
Yeah.
like, I live down there. And
But
like
it's
you
the same when
realize
you're on a
how
plane. You're like, cool, here it is. It looks
no, but
like
you
a
see
dome.
but you see the roundness. Like you see, I do believe there's a different. You probably get some sort of like spiritual awakening moment from that, seeing the planet in that way.
Every plane
I
you've
don't know.
been on has been inside of what you're looking at.
Yeah, which is
But
crazy.
they
to think about.
weren't that much higher.
Right, they're just above the atmosphere. You could see.
Yeah, they didn't
you
go
could,
to
you
the
could see
moon.
Earth.
They went below
But you-
satellite.
you
They're
could
like, they just went,
see the planet though. Is the thing you could see it.
bro, I have the internet.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to go. I will go.
I'm not
no one's
going.
No one's forcing you.
I'm not going unless I'm getting money out of this. That's insane.
Why would
I'm
someone
also, like,
pay
not going
you
on a
to send
submarine.
you to space? Why would they?
Get-
Why would they pay you to go to space?
Well, if I could leverage it into like a book deal or something, I understand.
You're not selling
like-
yourself really well right now for a book deal.
I don't want to go. I don't want. I'm
Yeah.
not selling you nothing, bro.
And then you're gonna write a book and be like, "Didn't want to go, saw it." Okay.
I can't
End of
believe
book.
that those people paid like $250,000 to go on a tiny submarine to go see Titanic. I was like, dude,
That's
that sounds
way
horrible to
stupider.
me.
That is way stupider, though, in my opinion.
I've been on a submarine, but like it didn't go down because I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
thank
Your
you.
book would be great. You'd be like, I went up to space, and it was like being on a plane times 2, and that's your whole book.
I'd increase that number.
3, 3
That's a
times.
10x
like-
plane.
Yeah.
10x
10x,
plane.
10x. Okay, okay.
And I was like,
Well,
listen, the worst part is when I finally went 10 years later, Katy Perry was still there.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just really connected with the love.
She's
and I
doing
just
a
couldn't get out
concert
of it.
from the
There's a lot of
International
love
Space
in it.
Station.
Oh my God. If we're all wearing headphones like on and we can talk to each other and it's just Katy Perry screaming, I'm out.
oh god.
I'm
Oh, dude.
truly gone.
It's just her singing. You're gonna hear me roar over and over and over again.
Nope.
I'm like, I can hear you roar now.
yeah.
It's not in the
Oh.
future, it's now.
On
None
that
of the
note,
aliens will come to the
absolutely
planet
not.
anymore because they're just screeching from behind. You're gonna hear me roar over and over again.
Real-
I do like
that's
the
real
idea of like
unfortunate.
you're united in this experience and it doesn't really matter like what everyone else does. There's something like, okay, only you have this kind of shared, very bizarre experience where it's like, when else would Katy Perry and like Gayle King and like Jeff Bezos' girlfriend ever be like, they're not
Same.
going to be in like the same type of experience. Like it's such a unique thing.
Go to Nobu on like a Wednesday, and I feel like that could happen.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then are they united by that experience? Like if you're like in a you survive like some sort of like accident or like you see something like
Yes.
really rare in nature with somebody, like it's like a rare experience. I think
For
it's
sure.
in that category. Nobu is semi rare too, but
Yeah, it's just like the gnocchi was just crazy. at a restaurant randomly. I don't really care that they were connected. I don't care that Lauren Sanchez, Gayle King, and Katy Perry ever did anything together.
I'm trying to find something positive out
There's
of
no
it.
piece of me that cares about that. Like, it would be cool.
Wait,
if,
piece of me. Ooh, one more Katy Perry song.
There
Come
you
on.
go. It'll be cool if, like, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin or whatever got to do it together again.
They don't need
where
to do
could,
that.
They can reconnect it or whatever, like something like that. Or if it was like Neil deGrasse Tyson and the world's biggest flat earther go up there, and then they both can agree on something. Like, that would be cool. That's a cool storyline. Not like the one that sings Roar and then Oprah's best friend and then the richest man in the world's fiance all met each other up there. And they're like, women power. You're like, really? Like,
I'm like, really? Because Jeff paid for everything. What do you mean?
yeah, this is
Yeah,
all
he
Jeff.
paid for the
What do
seat.
you mean?
It's like, I can't
and they desperately needed to get Katy Perry off American Idol, so they're like, maybe she'll just float off into space.
I know.
Send her back.
Thank God Lionel's on
Have you-
there to keep everybody grounded.
Have you guys? Okay, let me ask you a question. Since we're talking about space, were you guys under the assumption that we've gone to the moon like a bunch of times?
No. I think it's crazy that we haven't done that either.
We only went a few times. Like, we
Yeah, I
literally
know.
don't
Only
anymore.
4?
That's one of the. I thought it was less than that. That's one of like the main pillars of like the moon landing was fake.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, we'll do it again. Like, we clearly can get out there. We've launched
Yeah, I mean-
million bajillion satellites.
6.
Apollo 13 was rough.
Six
that was
trips?
a hard one for people
6,
to.
6 trips.
Yeah.
Good movie though.
Um,
Good movie.
Great
a
movie.
wonderful movie. That was the first movie where I actually felt like scared and sad at the same time watching it because I was like young when I was watching it.
Oh,
but-
like Interstellar. Scared and sad.
I wasn't scared nor sad. It was just there you go.
Oh,
That's a movie where you're like, oh, that's love. That's like a love thing. I get what Katy Perry's talking about if she's watching Interstellar, not just looking at like Africa
yeah, the end when he's
from
like
above.
Yeah, and he's
Well, no, Anne Hathaway when she's like on the other planet, like doing stuff, and then he was like, I figured it out, Tars. Love is the only thing connecting us. Even though all of that is kind of fugazi science, it's beautiful.
Wait, so Interstellar's not a real? It's not a documentary.
It's a listen.
That's a
it's
surprise to me.
It's a theory that people are exploring. That's why when people watch it,
right.
they're like, "This could be real." It's like probably not. Don't think the bookcase thing was really what happens in the world, but it's a cool way to show that.
Can I ask a question? A science question for the class. Why is it called a wormhole? Does a worm have to do anything?
Apples, right?
Is that what
Worm,
is it?
worm,
is it an
worm
example
comes
of an
out,
apple?
circular thing. It's like, hey, this is a wormhole. Yeah, I think that's probably all. It just
Because when they
It has a
explain it,
likeness.
it's like they bend the piece of paper, right? And it's like this is the plane of space, and
Yeah.
they bend. But I was like, I've never seen a worm do that.
I think it's just
I've never
the
seen a worm
likeness.
interact with a piece of paper.
I think it's the likeness thing.
Because I mean, it could just like a black hole.
Yeah, we
is the
get
same.
we get
I'm like,
real
we-
scientific.
I'm just saying, I feel like as a population, we've accepted the term wormhole and never questioned like what worm.
We've accepted a lot of terms, if we're going to be honest. There's a lot
Facts.
of misnamed things for no reason.
yeah, you got an example?
No.
I don't like that we call that street Hermitage with an H.
Agreed.
I don't know. Something that bothers me.
That has to be a name of something, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like a
I don't like that
person's
we
name
call
or something.
cilantro something different outside of it's like
Dude, we call cilantro and British people call it
Coriander?
coriander. And coriander is
Coriander.
different to us than cilantro is.
well because coriander is the seed to us, but the plant it's all the same plant.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
so
why
weird.
don't
That
English
drives me
people
nuts,
English
dude.
people should speak American? You know what I'm saying? That's
Listen,
what I'm
I'll say
saying.
aluminium because I'm like that's kind of funny. I'll give you that.
Vitamins. Get
Yeah.
your vitamins.
Vitamin is crazy to me.
Vitamins and minerals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I guess aluminum doesn't really make sense if you read it. properly.
Aluminium.
It makes more sense that it's aluminium. But there's
Yeah.
plenty of stuff. It's like Ripley biscuits and stew. And you're like, what the hell are you? What the hell are we talking about here?
Yo,
are
what
we
is
doing
that?
here, man?
Yeah.
Ripley
So,
biscuits.
I saw
That's what they served at Colonial Cafe. Ripley biscuits.
Yeah,
and stew.
essentially.
And
No,
they're
I
like,
saw it-
listen, people aren't coming in here for these bowls of Ripley biscuits and stew.
Yeah,
like they
Ripley
used to.
biscuits
We're gonna
and
close
stew.
down.
No, I saw a meme of fries with a bunch of olives on it. It's like British people would call this chuds and tots. It's really it. It's like I had a chimney and a couple pints at the Scuds the other day, and you're like, ew.
Yikes! Olives
Icky,
on
man.
fries?
Olives on anything,
You're-
bud.
You ever had like the old school, like you put the vinegar on fries?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do it with
What?
fish and chips.
Malt
It's pretty
vinegar.
bomb.
Yeah, malt vinegar. Yeah.
Salt. It's the same concept as salt and vinegar chips.
But then your fries are just wet, which once again,
Yes.
not a good food category to
I
be in.
kind of like it there, to be honest. I like
Wet
those.
vinegar fries?
Yeah, you don't drench it in vinegar to the point where it's submerged.
I was unsteady with my hand. I didn't know how fast it was going to come out of the bottle.
That's like frying a fry and being like, it was wet. I don't want it. It's like it dries into the fry. It doesn't make it soggy.
Wait, that is crazy.
Yeah, right?
I never even thought about it. It's like, oh yeah, when you're frying something, you're just soaking it in.
You wanna know-
It's wet. A hot, wet. That's crazy.
What did you say it was?
Hot, wet
you
potato
want to
is a
hear
fry?
something more crazy? You can get M&Ms and popcorn at the grocery store. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can go and do that.
Yeah, boys, there it is.
Crazy. That was a loop around to end the episode right there.
Yeah, that's how we close the chapter tonight. Long story short, everybody, you can
I'm
go
outta
to the
here.
grocery store and buy your own popcorn and M&Ms and put them in the same bowl.
Let them know, Terry. Let them know.
If you did not
That is-
know,
That isn't reserved solely for the movie theater. You can do
And
whatever
guess
you
what?
want.
that popcorn you make at home will probably be warmer and will melt that chocolate that you can also buy at the
That's
grocery
crazy.
store.
Yeah, distance between your microwave to your couch is much shorter.
Oh,
Say hi.
jeez.
And it's
Oh
warmer.
my God. Well, boys, I
Well,
think that's the episode.
Yeah.
On
Thank
that
you for
note-
checking in. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things.
Thanks,
Tell us where
boys.
we went wrong. Tell us where we went right. Peace out.
Baby, you can waste my time, my God. We can go there if you want it.
Smash the bell. I like that one.
Smash the
bell.
Smash the bell. Smash
Notifications
that bell.
on.
Oh, boy.